guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, I'm doing a very highly requested video, which is a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions over on my Instagram. If you guys do not follow me, I would recommend it. I will have my Instagram handle right here. But on my Instagram, I usually ask a lot about behind the scenes of YouTube stuff. So I would definitely recommend following it so that way you guys can be involved in my next video. In this Q&A, you guys asked a lot of personal questions and I absolutely love that. But I was thinking, should I do another part of this where you guys ask more personal questions? Like a lot of these questions have to do with like what's your favorite color, just things like that. And I feel like those are just surface level things and I'm obviously happy to share with you guys those things, but I feel like I want to do a video where I'm talking about more personal things and just open up a conversation that a lot of other YouTubers don't talk about. So yeah, if you guys would like to see that, please let me know down below and I will post it on my Instagram story to ask you guys more questions. But without further ado, because I feel like this video is going to be super long, I'm going to get straight on into it. So the first question is already a pretty personal question. It is the best marriage advice that I can give. If I'm just going to do a quick answer, it would definitely be communication, which I feel like is the most annoying and most cliche answer that I can possibly give to that question. But if you guys want me to do a full video on marriage advice, I would absolutely love to do that for you guys. But the first and most important thing is communication, regardless if you're married or if you're just in a friendship or anything. Communicate. Communicate what you're feeling, how you feel, how you felt, what you want to do, all these other things, because otherwise your significant other is not going to know. Just because you're married doesn't mean that you automatically understand what each other are thinking and can be mind readers. That's not a thing. Like, being married is not that. But you can become that by opening up a conversation, and your significant other will realize after a while how you feel and what you need in those moments. Like Brendan and I, we've been together for almost 3 years, which is crazy that we're already married over a year. But in those past 3 years, I feel like we have gained so much trust with each other, and like he can kind of gauge how I'm feeling just by looking at me, which is amazing. And I feel like that's only because we opened up the doors to communication a lot sooner, like a week into our relationship, because after the first 2 weeks of our relationship, we were long distance and we kind of had to communicate. But I would definitely recommend communication, because otherwise your relationship will not last. I guess I shouldn't say not last, but more so not be super fulfilling. Like, I feel like if you have to constantly be in fights about not talking, then your relationship isn't going to move from that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're not communicating with each other, you're not going to be as happy with each other. And you know, the next question is, do you want kids? I feel like this is a crazy one for me to get, because I feel like I talk about kids a lot, but maybe not on my channel. I love children. If I could, I would have like 20 kids. I don't know. I know that that's definitely crazy. Like, I don't want to be like the 21 and counting people, but yeah, I definitely want kids. The next question is, if so, how many? Again, I already said like I kind of want 20, but I think we are leaning towards like 4 to 6. And I know that that's crazy, and I know that that's not really the common anymore. We definitely, well, I've always wanted a lot of kids, but Brendan only wanted like 2 kids when we first met, and I was like, that's not gonna cut it. Like, at least 3, 4. Definitely not 2. The next question I got asked is, do you have any names picked out? And of course we do. We have always talked about kids or having kids one day. And obviously these are more thoughts than actually present things. Like, I am not expecting. So just want to make sure that's known. But 2 names that we have that aren't like completely set in stone. Like, obviously none of these are set in stone. But these ones, like, we don't really know if we love the first name. The first one is Cecilia Loma. Loma after Point Loma. I definitely want to have Loma as a middle name. Just don't know if it's with Cecilia, you know what I mean? And then the second name is Theodore Edward. Edward is after my dad. That is definitely going to be one of our kids' middle names. And then Theodore, we just love the name Theo, like call him Theo. So yeah, Theodore Edward. The next question I get asked is, what's your dream job? I honestly don't really know exactly what my dream job is. They both have to do with the psychology field, either being a counselor or a therapist. A counselor meaning like a high school counselor. But the reason why is because I've had a school counselor that really helped me with my transition of senior year to college, and then also therapists. I've just had amazing therapists, and I've always wanted to be that person for somebody else, like help them in a time that they need help and just somebody to listen to them. But yeah, I feel like definitely something that I'm helping people. I don't know if those are definitely set in stone, but outside of those 2 things, YouTube and social media is definitely like my dream job because I've always wanted to help people in this sense, and then also be more creative. Like I love being creative. Like that's like the reason why I love making videos and posting and stuff. I just love the actual creativity part of it. And then also if I get to help at least one person, then that's all that I could ever ask for. It just means the most to me that if I can help at least one person with making these videos, and that is amazing. Like I've had a couple people message me on Instagram saying that like your videos make me happy and like they just make their days, and that's just like all I do this for. That's the only reason. I don't really care about the money that this makes me. I don't really care about any of that stuff. Obviously that's just a bonus for doing what I love, but that's why I do this. It's just to help people feel happier, because I have been on the other side and not been happy with my life, and I want people to know that they're welcome here. And I don't know, this is my dream job, and also just helping people, being a therapist one day. I am in school still, so that is the end goal, to be a counselor or therapist. The next question I got asked is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I know that this might sound so weird, and I have absolutely no idea why I'm in love with this country, but I want to live in Switzerland so bad. I have absolutely no idea why, but I watch this one YouTuber, I can't even remember her name, but she lives in Switzerland with her husband, and I don't know why, but I just fell in love with Switzerland from her videos. And I told Brendan that one day I want to live there for like, not like my whole life, but maybe like 6 months or something. I don't know when we would possibly do that, but you know what I mean? Probably never. But like, I definitely want to visit there someday. But Switzerland would definitely be if I could live anywhere. And I would also want to bring everybody that I know, because that's the only thing that I care about. I don't care where we live. I just want to be near your family. The next question I got asked is favorite color. I always go between this color, like this mint blue, and then also this like blush pink. I have it on my nails right now. But blush pink has definitely been my new recent favorite color. And also this like tealish color. This is more lighter than what I like, more so teal. That is definitely one of my favorite colors, and it has been for the longest time. The next question I got asked is, why did you start YouTube? If you guys did not know, I started this channel back in like 2011. I had a channel before this where I made a ton of videos, but then I made this channel. I'm not really sure why. It was like a huge thing in 2010 to like make new channels all the time, so that's why I did that. But this channel, or the reason why I restarted it now, is because I actually have pretty bad social anxiety and panic disorder, and this is really the only way I can stay social. I really struggle with being social outside. I don't go outside. This is how I stay social, and this is how I really get out of bed. I had a long time when I first moved out here where I just would not get out of bed, and it definitely took a really big toll on me. I actually started going to therapy and really started back up this channel in like March. Really, like when quarantine started is when I was like, I need to get my act together, because now that we're forced to stay inside, I have to like find something that makes me genuinely happy. Because before, I was kind of just in this rut of being, I would never say I'm depressed, because I don't think I've ever been depressed a day in my life, but I was just in this like socially awkward stage. Like I would not really leave the house unless Brendan was with me, and I really don't do that regardless. Like I don't really leave by myself. But yeah, I do this channel because I have really bad social anxiety, and this is how I can connect with people. And I've made amazing friends from starting my YouTube channel that if I didn't make this YouTube channel, I wouldn't have. It's just amazing. YouTube has done so much more for me than just making a video. And also the reason why I keep doing YouTube is because I want you guys to come to my channel and see somebody that's like you on your screen. The next question I got asked is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'll be 28, which is crazy because I always think that I'm a lot older than I am, and I'll be like, oh, in 5 years, I'll be 30. Like that. Nope, I'll only be 28. But in 5 years, probably be in the same house that we're buying hopefully next year. And then I'm hoping at 28 we'll be starting to get to looking into like getting a fixer-upper. So yeah, 28, starting to look at a fixer-upper, definitely have a degree. I want to have a degree by the time I'm 26, so hopefully that actually works out. But have my degree, have the house we're living in / looking at fixer-uppers, and I want to have at least 1 to 2 kids. and I want to be happy. Like we want to, like that's definitely the top one, but I don't want to say that because it was pretty cliche. But yeah, be happy, and also probably hopefully both of us working in our dream careers. Like, you know, like I don't know if dream career, but definitely something that we love. Next question I got asked is biggest passion. I think my biggest passion is definitely YouTube, which again, I don't want to say that for every single answer, but honestly, it definitely is. It's something that I definitely love. The next question I got asked is what's your favorite snack? I feel like my favorite snack is probably salami and cheese. I don't really know why, but like that like kind of became like my thing this year. I also love guacamole, which my mom is still confused about because I used to not eat anything. I used to be the pickiest eater ever. But yeah, I used to hate anything, and I love guacamole now. So like chips and guac, that's my thing. The next question I got asked is what's your favorite quote? I'm not sure if any of you guys even remember this movie, but it's from We Bought a Zoo. That was my favorite movie for the longest time. It probably still is, like at the top. But this quote goes, you know, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, just literally 20 seconds of just embarrassing bravery, and I promise you something great will come of it. I feel like this quote goes for so many parts of my life. I obviously said it before, but I struggle with really bad anxiety, and this quote has helped me with just getting my foot in the door. I feel like it really helps me to just be like, okay, all it takes is 20 seconds. Next question I got asked is favorite YouTubers to watch. I love Tara Michelle, like her vlogs. I don't really watch her main channel videos just because I just love vlogs. I love Beauty and the Beastins. I love Aspen and Parker. Who else do I love? Well, I love my friend Kylie Danielle. Watch all of her videos. And then I think that's probably all the YouTubers that I love. I can't think of any other YouTubers right now. There's probably a ton more, but a lot of the YouTubers I watch are either people that are like 25 and just thriving, or like people that are married with children. There's really not in between, like, or just married. Next question I got asked is top 3 goals in life. Definitely to have kids, be happy, and be financially stable. I feel like those are the 3 things. I don't want to ever like be rich. Like that's not something that I drive to be. But if I was rich, I'd definitely like donate a lot more. But I just want to be financially stable for my kids and our lifestyle. We don't really like, we're not like huge like spenders in any sense. Like I love shopping, but like not on things that are meaningless, you know? The next question I got asked is, what is your biggest pet peeve? And I feel like my biggest pet peeve is people that are too much of anything. I don't really know how to put this, but like people that are too absorbed in what they believe that they can't see the other side. Like I am Christian, but I can also see how other religions are their religion, you know what I mean? Like it's not something that I'm so absorbed in my religion that I can't see your religion or other things like that. Like I don't know, I don't know how to put it in any other way. Just somebody that's too much of anything. Like it's never too good to be too much of anything. The next question I got asked is, what will you miss about this quarantine? I feel like what I'm going to miss about it is that I'm not really seeing Brendan as much. When I first started this quarantine, Brendan was home a little bit more, like not actually that much. Like he never was like quarantined at home, but he was home like every other day for like longer periods of time. I think he had like half a day usually. But I just miss having him here. The next question I got asked is, where do you see your channel in 5 years? And I don't really know how to say this. I feel like we're probably gonna be the same type of channel, but I wanna be more of like a family vlogger type of situation. I will never exploit my kids for views, and I see a lot of family vloggers do that, so I don't wanna ever like actually say that I wanna be a family vlogger, but like more like that, like more family-esque stuff, like not just random videos. Like I mean like probably random videos, probably exactly what I post right now, but just with kids, like, you know what I mean? Like just like videos with my kids and stuff like that. I forgot to mention them in my favorite YouTubers, but Rochelle and Justin, literally love them. I want their life. Like I just want their life. And yeah, so like their type of videos, if you like them, then subscribe. The next question I asked is, what is your favorite thing about YouTube? And it's definitely the part where I get to be creative and also where I get to actually engage with you guys. I have a lot of people always messaging me on Instagram saying that they always like my videos, and it means absolutely the world to me. I know that it probably takes them 2 seconds to go out of their day to message me, but it just means so much. And I don't know, it's my favorite thing, and I just love engaging with you guys. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched to this point, please comment down below and we'll just have a conversation. I'd love it. Next question is, what is something that you tell your younger self? Stop taking life so seriously. I feel like, especially like when I was 18, 19, and especially younger, I took life way too seriously. Like when I was in high school, I did not have the best high school experience, and I didn't have that many friends, and I just always thought like, oh my god, this is the worst, like my life is over. Like, no, your life was not over. Like, those were small things. And honestly, I think back to that time and I'm just like, I'm so sad that I didn't let myself be so upset about those things and not live in the moment. But just live in the moment. Stop stressing about where you are. You will get to where you need to be or want to be at some point in your life. It doesn't always happen right when you think it's going to happen. But yeah, just stop stressing about the future and live in the moment. The next question I get asked is, what motivates you? And definitely my husband. I know, I feel like that sounds so bad again, but hear me out. My husband always pushes me to do the things that I want to do and be who I want to be. And he's always just right behind me, pushing me to where I need to be and where I need to go. Like if I need help one day and I'm stuck in bed and just upset and all this stuff, just overwhelmed with life, he will always like message me and be like, have you filmed today? Have you gotten out of bed? Have you done like X, Y, and Z? And it just helps me stay motivated. And it's definitely helped me find the motivation in myself. Like, yeah, it's hard sometimes when you have anxiety to get out of bed. Yeah, it's hard to keep going when you have anxiety, but some days I just need that push from my husband, and also now I have that push for myself from how the help that he's given me. And sometimes I do need to lay down during the day. Sometimes I just need to take a breather and refocus and do all these things, and if I have to start editing at 10 p.m., then that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it definitely is my husband and how much he motivates me to find self-motivation. And the last question, which is a very random question, and it's green or red grapes. Definitely red grapes. Green grapes gross me out. I'm gonna tell you guys the story, and I'm sorry if you can't eat green grapes ever again. But in 5th grade, I remember it was my brother's high school graduation, which was in 2009. So a long time ago. I was standing on the steps, and my dog was on the steps higher than me, so I was just I with her, and she had these things in her ears that looked like green grapes, and so they had been growing in her ear for like quite some time. My dad was like, oh, they're nothing, whatever, they're nothing, whatever. And all of a sudden I'm staring at her and it falls out, and I see these little legs, It was a tick, but that ruined green grapes for me. So yeah, I'm sorry if they ruined green grapes for you, but green grapes are no longer a thing in my eyes. The cotton candy grapes can stay a little bit because they are green, but they kind of gross me out because of that, but they're good. So I have like a handful of them and I'll be good. But yeah, I can't eat green grapes. I eat red grapes. But yeah, that is the entire video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Remember to follow me on Instagram. I will have it here again. And yeah, I will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.